Hi, Carleto.
Hello, Rachel. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah,
Exciting time. I love the idea of health and well-being, and I love the idea of veganism,
yeah.
of going back to plant-based and going back to nature. And so I was very intrigued by your vegan bakery. I'm very, very intrigued. But before we
Thank you,
talk
Sophia.
about that, can you tell me a little
Yeah.
bit about yourself and how you got into baking and how you established your
Uh,
business?
wow. You know what? I've gotten to baking over 20 years now, and working internationally, working abroad on a cruise ship, working with some really good companies, lots of good chefs. So I've gained a lot of knowledge and skills. But from growing up, was learning the baking from my mom as well, and then doing the baking and developing, teaching different students from different areas of universities, as well as doing development for hotels and restaurants. One day it suddenly hit me because my son, he was born with so many allergens, right, and intolerances. So he couldn't have eggs, nuts, fish, dairy, and he was in a lot of pain. So I said to myself, you know what? I really wanted to create desserts and sweets that he could actually have without getting sick. And I just thought as well that if he's not the only one that is suffering from all these ailments, so why not just create it where a lot of people could enjoy desserts in a way and also have a lot of health benefits from it as well. So that's one of the main reason why we did that. Yeah.
Wonderful. So how long has the bakery part been established for?
So the baking of doing plant-based is over almost 6 years now,
6 years.
almost 6 years,
Wonderful.
and still going strong, still going strong. Yeah.
So you're saying dessert. So it's not just cakes, it's a range of
No,
things.
no, yeah, we do desserts. We do desserts for like restaurants and a few places that requires them for their menus, or they have special events, birthdays or anniversaries, or just even meetings or celebration. We do cater for all those, and it's we also do our cake mixes as well. We do launch our cake mixes. It's one of
Oh,
the products that we have developed, yes, because you have a lot of hobbyists, a lot of cake makers or chefs or just random people at home just wanted to bake plant-based and are struggling because we do come across it as well. From time to time when I'm on the market, people come and like, how do you get your products to taste like this or so light? Or even ask, are you sure? I got messages. Are you sure they're plant-based? So when we created this now, some of my even my customers started doing YouTube videos from doing the cake mixes. Yeah. And
wonderful.
yeah, and our ever so much popular, the Jamaican ginger loaf. It
Yes.
has gone so popular. So we created our own mix, our own brand of packaging as well, and all the information in it as well. My son is even highlighted on it.
Oh,
So to show
wonderful.
the story of where it started. Yes,
Yes.
it speaks the product they do speaks for itself, and there's a really good story behind it as well.
Yeah. So I love that. Are all your cakes Caribbean-based cakes? Is it range or what are your popular sales?
You know what? It's a wide range, and funny enough, I wouldn't say that I actually have any Caribbean-based cakes. They're all more of what you should say now, well-known throughout the
Mm.
world, right? In the sense of what we have replicated into plant-based. The reason why I call this the Jamaican ginger loaf is because of the ginger is developed within the most tropical countries like Jamaica, Asia, and those contexts that we have developed it. So that's the reason why I said, and I wanted to put a bit of my culture in what I'm doing as well.
Mm.
So
Oh,
that's the reason hence we did the Jamaican ginger loaf. But the other cakes, they're most known like the brownies, the carrot is all internationally known, red
oh,
velvet, and but it so happened that our ginger loaf is the biggest seller,
yeah.
and it's the biggest seller to be honest with you. You know, you get that one hit that is going really well.
Yes.
So we just decided to catapult it a bit further and just promote it more.
Wow.
Yes.
It
Yes.
sounds delicious. It's making me hungry. But you know what I want to know? So where's the rum cake?
You know what? I've done a few plant-based rum cake,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell you a story, I have a really, really good plant-based rum cake, but the only thing I didn't have was the packaging, because over Christmas, what I've learned is because the more the business evolves, we tend to be learning as we progress.
Mm-hmm.
So I found that a lot of our customers are now asking for the rum cakes.
Mm-hmm.
And a company even approached me last year and they're asking me they wanted to stop the rum cake, the festive cakes.
Yes.
So it now when they saw the packaging of our loaf on the stall, they're like, okay, if it was in a packaging, I would have bought it. But so now we have found a company that is working with us that are doing the packaging for us,
Yes.
making the packaging for us. So what we're gonna do is gonna have the design done for the rum cake, and
Mm-hmm.
then launch it. We're gonna launch it this year for sure.
Oh,
So that's the plan. It's in the making. It's in the making.
excellent.
Well,
Excellent.
now it's a give out. It's giving away the secret of that is coming out. It's coming out because we do have a lot of requests for it.
Yes.
Because it so happened that we sometimes we tend to forget that there's a lot of people out there that are have so many intolerances, but they want to enjoy cakes like everyone else. And so that's the reason why we have decided to do the plant-based rum cake, because it's a really tricky market as well, to be honest, because each time you go with a rum cake, or you say, would you buy it? Some people are like, you know what? My auntie is making a rum cake, my cousin is making a rum cake. It's a traditional thing that everyone makes. And to be honest with you, all rum cakes I've tasted a lot of great rum cakes,
Mm.
to be honest with you. So it's a really, really niche market where everyone is indulging in. Right, but to get it a bit more to increase the niche on it is to do it plant-based, where
Definitely.
only a few people are doing, and you get a lot of health benefits from it because within our rum cake or even our loaves or all our cakes, you get a lot of health benefits of the magnesium, omega-3, the protein, the fiber. You get a lot of health benefits based on the alternate ingredients that we use that are all natural and organic as well. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. You said the key. I love magnesium. Magnesium. I'm the magnesium lady. So mentioning
Yes,
that when it comes to health, I think that's something that's so vital. And I think
it
that
is.
it is about getting a balance. I think when people go plant-based, they miss
Yeah,
a lot of the food that they've been growing up with, that they're used to eating. It can be very
yes,
hard at times to keep being plant-based when you see all those temptations around you. And so to fulfill that temptation, one of them is can be that is cakes. You know, so
yes,
it's
yes.
getting the balance because sugar is not the best. So I can understand getting the balance, but sometimes if you want to meet that market in the middle to get a plant-based rum cake or ginger cake, sounds absolutely delicious, and it can help people on their health journey.
And you know what? I 100% agree with you. And this is one of the reason why we created a business in such a way where we learn from our customers. We do listen to our customers. And now amongst the range, we do also sugar-free because a lot of people, sometimes it's such a funny one, you know. Sometimes you go there, people, oh, I love my sugar. But then you have a lot of people now that I'm finding out there that are going the sugar-free way. So I always advise them, if you're going sugar-free, go cut the carbs as well, right?
Mm,
So what we have developed as well, we have developed the sugar-free and gluten-free brownie, and we also have a few a range of the cakes as well that we do. And funny enough, in Christmas, we had I had a customers in Sutton Coldfield who always had the sugar-free and gluten-free brownie. We
mm,
also stock it in the Daily Bird in Northampton,
okay.
our sugar-free and gluten-free brownie. Yeah,
Mm,
we use the coconut blossom as well for that one.
mm,
Yeah. And
mm.
I did a sugar-free and gluten-free fruit cake, rum cake for her husband. Yes. It was my first attempt of doing that one, and it was really good. It was really, really good. And they enjoyed it. So we have a wide variety of stuff that we are doing to
I love it. I think you're very creative, and I think that not only that,
some.
being the health element, it just makes it just super special for me because sometimes when I speak to people, they're so used to their diet, it's hard. It's not to for them to let go of some things. It's hard to let go, and they're like, "Well, what am I going to eat? I'm going on holiday soon, and and
Yes, yes,
going to go and visit friends, and they were like, "What we're going to feed you? They don't know how we're going to feed you." I said, "Don't worry, I eat fruit and vegetables. Don't worry." Do you know what I mean? I'm
yes,
very easy to please, but
yes,
having those varieties there does make it a lot easier for people to feed
yes.
themselves and to feed their vegan guests when they're coming through.
That's
I'm really pleased that you're doing that, and I love the fact that you've got the packet. So in the packet mix, you said
yeah,
the ginger loaf, the Jamaica ginger
yeah,
loaf in the packet mix,
yeah,
where people can take that home and make it themselves, nice and
yeah,
fresh and warm. What
yeah, yeah.
other cakes do you have in the cake mixes?
So we have the carrot, and we have the carrot, the original carrot, and we also got the gluten-free version of it as well. We have the brownie, and we have the gluten-free version of it. We have the chocolate, we have the gluten-free version of it as well. So we have in total four cake mixes, which
Mm,
we have the gluten-free version of all of them. I'm currently working on the red velvet. I just need to get a more sustainable, healthier color enhancement to enlighten the flavor of the color and the flavor of it as well. I don't just want to add flavor to color to any product which is artificial. That's gonna if it's gonna create harm to anyone, I refuse to use it or refuse to make it. Or even if it's highlighted out to me, then I would just, you know what, I'll say no, I don't want to use it. I'll find another way because there's always another way. It's just that it may take time, it may take a lot of practice, research, and the more you practice with products to get the best result of it, but you do achieve a lot of positive result. And then sometimes you're gaining so much positive result with making these cake mixes, you you get carried away. So I had to cap it at four currently.
yes.
Unless someone requests a unique flavor like a vanilla one or a lemon one, then I will create it. But I just stopped at four at the moment because sometimes us as business owner, entrepreneurs, cake makers, whatever, want to label ourselves, right? We tend to get carried away trying to do
Mm.
everything, and then you just got to find the unique ones that the customers are really going for, unless you get a request of one off. Yeah,
Yeah, so you'll do the bespoke, but right now you've just got the full range, which is still it's still quite a lot
yeah,
'cause you've got the made cakes and the packet cakes, so it's still doing a range. So if somebody
yeah.
wants to, do you sell those online or is it in store? Is it in just the two stores that you mentioned?
So we have them on Amazon. Fortunate enough, we managed to get them on Amazon, and we have them on our website as well at bakelove.com. And you find a lot of the range on Amazon, which you can also, if you have the Prime, you get the free delivery as well,
Mm.
which is easier. And then also we do have them at our Midlands markets. We do quite a few markets within the West Midlands.
Mm.
Every Saturday we move to a different location. So we are often at King's Heath. This is the first Saturday, King's Norton the second Saturday, Auburn on the third Saturday, Moseley is on the last Saturday of the month, and we tend to go to Sutton Coldfield on the last Sunday of the month as well. But we do have a lot of customer. We have established a wide customer base throughout the West Midlands, which and also all the way in London as well. And it's to be honest with you, I would say throughout the UK we have established quite a few customer base, which have traveled to do events and so forth. Which is the reason this was is hence why we created these mix, on the loaves, which we can ship easier to customers because
Yes.
some of the ice cake they're very difficult to ship of
Mm.
just of all handling of courier. But funny enough, even within the West Midlands, each location that we mentioned, you will often have customer that follows us from each location to the other, and it's so amazing of the loyalty of our customers. And we try to look out for our customers as well, try to get to know them, and try to always make sure we're committed to providing consistency of the product for them as well, because they're the one who motivates us and keep going as well. And without them, I don't think I could keep doing what I'm doing, to be honest, especially doing plant-based products, especially
Yes.
plant-based products. Yes, yes,
So
and
is
all. Sorry, yeah,
your customer base,
yeah.
you've gone like a lot of it's I saw South Birmingham kind of size, but is your customer base vegans, vegetarians, or is everybody coming to you? Is everybody?
Everyone, everyone comes to me. It's so amazing because you know what? A lot of people either they're vegan or they're vegetarian or they just want to go a healthy alternative or they have so many intolerances and they do have it. So I've learned to accommodate everyone and to be respectful of everyone's of what they do, and to educate them about our products and sustainability, and how to move forward with the products, of how you consume, how you look at food in general, how you look at having desserts. And so we try to educate them in much. We're not here. We can't change everyone. We can't say to don't do this, don't do that. And I refuse to like beat down on anyone to do that. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate everyone that comes. So our customer base is so wide. It's so wide. Yes, plant-based. People are getting more adapted to it.
Definitely, definitely. And that's what I find. I mean, I find that a lot of people who like meat eat meat. It's really the flavor, the seasonings, the herbs, the vegetation that they're putting on meat. So they get the meat, make it taste like a vegetable, and then they enjoy it, by putting the onions and so forth. And so I've realized that if you've got something which is flavorful, whether it's going to be mushrooms or it's going to be something you can find an alternative that is just as tasty, then the people don't mind. They don't notice the difference. It's just, they just want something that tastes delicious. If it tastes delicious, it doesn't matter if it's vegan or vegetarian.
I tell you what, I totally 100% again agree with you on that, because when we first started, and I remember my first market, right? I did one of the weirdest cake. I did a carrot and broccoli cake, right? And everyone was like, this is a bit different. That's one of 255 a day. Everyone, but when they tasted it, the balance of it, and I was like, wow, they like it. They like it a lot. They like it a lot. So it's like, it's just being able to open your mind to think, you know what? You can create so many different stuff. I've created so many desserts, so many cakes, which now I'm like, you know what? I had to reduce the range and work with what sells the most.
Yes.
And then you will have a few customers coming off. Where's that cake? Where's that cake? But then you don't have a lot of customers asking for the same cake, so you have a lot of stock left over. So you tend to reduce the range and just go with what sells. But I totally agree. Once even the food itself, has a lot of flavor. It has a lot of health benefit. It's presented right. It's done right in the right context. It's good to go.
Good for everybody. Agree. Yeah,
everyone. Yeah.
Wonderful. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. Absolute pleasure. And I'm going to have to try some of these cakes now. I need to try.
I will arrange for that. You got to try our Jamaican ginger loaf. I mean, everyone is always wondering, are you promoting it as if it's the only one you to do? But you know what? It's an experience.
Yeah.
It's an experience to try. It's an experience. I will always say to one, when I do the taste, when I'm promoting it and give to customers, I said, you know what? Just have a taste. Even if you don't buy it, at least you get the experience for it, because I know a lot of companies that does the ginger loaves, right? But when they tasted it, it's like when you get this wow, and everyone is like, oh, can I have 4 of it? And that's why, it speaks for itself, and the customers, trust me, the customer base, they don't lie. So
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Go on.
Oh, excellent. So yes, I'll try that, and I'm looking forward to trying the rum cake too. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I can't wait till that one's out.
Definitely,
so thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, and I wish you great success. And I'm looking forward to great things from you in the future. So thank you.
Well, thank you.
You
All
take
right, Sophia. Take care.
I believe one day, I believe in the future. I believe in the past. I believe what you truly desire, you can bring to pass. All you need is a focus and a story to hold, and the faith that you can achieve what's inside.